All right, we are into game 2 of Luckless Gaming versus LinksOfSausage. I am joined with my co-caster, jackcalz.
That's me.
And we're going to just kind of go right on into it. So game 1, pretty hype. Pretty hype. No spoilers, but pretty hype. Good pushing, but LinksOfSausage already going to throw out the no and get rid of the Drow Ranger. So they're not even going to give Luckless the opportunity to do some Drow Ranger shenanigans this game. That's a phase 1. That's a respect ban. That's a respect ban.
Definitely.
You know?
I'm wondering if this Meepo is a respect ban too. Like maybe they looked in the history of one of the players and they know they play Meepo.
5 seconds remaining.
This is not generally a first tier ban, usually.
Meepo? No, definitely not. There's got to be a Meepo player on the other team.
Yep. Well, same first bans for LG as well. Oh, that Oracle. Again.
Yeah, they must really enjoy Oracle. Or maybe they're going to pull out the Huskar this game. I'm not sure.
That would be cool. Do love me some Huskar.
You know, Huskar, he does get some clowniness behind him, but yeah, Huskar is a lot of fun. I agree.
Something just kind of satisfying about him. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
Some sort of like SD Marana something maybe? Or...
That's a possibility.
See a Morphling. Probably not this pick, but you could see it.
You know, I'd be interested to see if there is going to be some shenanigans with Shadow Demon, with Alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because
yeah,
that could be pretty good. I mean, there's also the idea of them doing more Marana.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was Luckless that ran Marana last time, but...
Right.
Marana as a whole with a Shadow Demon set up into Arrow is good. So that was kind of my idea behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Ooh. Yeah, that's...
I like it. They're going to go deep. They're going to go deep.
Maybe they get the Lifestealer too for maximum cheese.
Whatever. Why not? I would just go ham and a half, man.
Yeah, it's all for fun anyway. You know, amateur league, lots of fun. Trying new things.
Oh, jeez. Who are you kind of anticipating going up into this next field here? Because we've got a completely different game out of our hands. We don't have the Drow Ranger as an option for Luckless Gaming, so they're going to be looking for different synergies to work with them. They're still going for the Lion, so they've got the same support duo.
I think that support duo was pretty strong last game. I think they played pretty well. And it's kind of flexible as well. You got the lockdown and the spellcasting from the Lion and the Oracle saves, so really flexible, I think.
I'm digging it. I am digging it.
Not sure what they'll go for. What did they have mid last time again? The Marana? So could go for the Marana again if they wanted. It'd actually be a good... I think it's a ban or a pick here. Actually, well, they don't get first pick though, so I don't know. It's kind of tough. I feel like they should ban it though with the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, Spirit Breaker, and the Marana. That's just sad ganking. Like, oh my god, he's so sad.
10 seconds remaining.
Lynx bans the Slark. I think again. I think they banned it last time as well.
Yeah, they're not letting them have any of these same cores. They got rid of the Slark and Meepo last game too. They could just be...
But why are they banning the Slark? They have the Spirit Breaker. I feel like Spirit Breaker is like one of the only heroes that has a decent chance of doing well against the... I don't know, the Slark.
The way that I look at it,
like in the
all that he really does is he just gives like the eyes. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the vision only goes so far. I think it's going to be much more so of, like, things that help lock it down. So, like, if they're going to get, like, a Bloodseeker, that could be funny.
Yeah, that would be funny. And they actually banned the Huskar, so no Huskar shenanigans this game.
Aww. I was hoping for it. I was hoping for it.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds remaining for Luckless Gaming here.
5 seconds remaining.
Terribly. Wow.
Terrible.
Yeah, that would be Illusion Gaming at its finest.
And they wouldn't have the
There.
Tesla Drow as an option. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, if you look at them right now, they've got 2 single targets. Although Spirit Breaker has a little bit of AoE to him, it's not going to be impactful enough to really do anything as a whole. If they were to have opted for like a Terrorblade, or maybe, you know, on the flip side, Luckless is not wanting to deal with Illusion spammy heroes themselves. You think there could be a Naga
Right.
Siren picked up in this game?
Ooh, Naga, that'd be spicy. I would say it's kind of unpopular in this league from previous experiments, but experience, not experiment. But it could definitely happen. What do you think? Like, I mean, Luckless. Do you think they would get picked this phase? I don't know. Probably later. Because I don't think Luckless. I think we need to see some more heroes that are Luckless first.
Well, it's still kind of early into the draft. I think for LinksOfSausage, they need to be looking for another support that can maybe be okay, or play face, get your offlaner. Because it could be a Spirit Breaker offlane too. It could be a support Spirit Breaker that's just roaming. There's a couple ways that they could kind of lane him. So Juggernaut, yeah, that's a pretty good pickup for them. I don't really like that the Oracle will be able to hold him down. And the mana drain will be kind of annoying in the laning phase, so Jug may want to get a magic wand. But the laning is really what's going to kind of be questionable for me, because last game they threw like that twist tri-lane up in there, and that really threw a curveball into their play. Do you think Luckless is going to pull another one of those out with an Oracle Lion +1 tri-lane to be really aggressive on this Juggernaut and Shadow Demon?
I mean, it worked so well last game. You kind of have to think they might do it, but the Juggernaut definitely is less killable than that Luna. So I'm not. I wouldn't say I probably wouldn't, just because it's not as feasible this time. You don't have an easy safe lane target like you did in the previous game. And actually, here we see LG picking up the Invoker instead of Sausage.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty curious to see how they do it on the flip side of the coin. Since you know, last game we saw LinksOfSausage rocking that Invoker, which was kind of like a sort of good, sort of bad sort of thing. I feel like he came online relatively slow, and the impact he had wasn't as hopeful as one would have had if he were maybe like a Queen of Pain or something along those lines.
And I think that kind of, you know, I think that has to do with a lot with the draft. Like, I think the Invoker himself played okay. You know, it was kind of hard to say whether or not it was more due to his team or due to his own play. I think some of his Sunstrikes were online. I think on point. I think his fighting was okay, but like really, I don't know. Against this team, I think it's okay.
Slardar. I mean, to me, it could be solo off Slardar, but I could also see Luckless, again, just rolling in with the tri-lane, you know? Because why not? I could see them just doing it because why not? I don't think it would be effective to the extent that they would hope for, but I could see them just doing it. Because of the nature of this tournament, we've got a lot of interesting play styles that are showing their faces, and it would be annoying to try and deal with an Oracle Lion Slardar aggressive trio. But it really comes down to their last pick, or how they're really going to do their laning. Because LinksOfSausage with this Warlock is kind of interesting, because I don't know the best way that they could do this Warlock for him to have impact, because they're again relying on another big ult. They did it last game too with the Tidehunter too, and I don't think it's the best way to play it. I think the momentum of the game is going to be much quicker than that when they're going to have the type of heal that Oracle would have, and the type of burst damage that Invoker would have that would directly translate into a push afterwards.
Yeah, I think Luckless Gaming should pick something like, I don't know, something Lifestealer-esque, where they don't have to really worry about getting killed in a solo safe lane, and then do that aggressive try that you're talking about with this Slardar Lion Oracle. I like this. I actually kind of like this a lot. I think it will work really well. So, especially considering, like, I don't know, I don't know. I'm kind of confused by this Sausage draft. I'm not really sure what they're trying to do. Are they gonna put Warlock mid? No, that's probably a support, right? So I guess they have to pick a mid. And who's going to go up against this Invoker?
I mean, Warlock could be mid, but that wouldn't be very strong.
Right.
It would get levels, you can get to level 6, and then you can try and do some stuff. I don't think it would be the best way to do.
Right, and I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have. Ban the anti-mage. I was kind of expecting, actually, I thought LinksOfSausage could pick the morph themselves. I feel like that would have been okay.
Anti-mage. For LinksOfSausage?
I don't really see that, do you?
No way. Unless that they're doing something weird where they're doing dual lanes with like a Spirit Breaker Warlock and then a Jug mid? I just don't see it. I don't see it. They could just be kind of scared of the idea of an anti-mage going up into an Invoker.
I guess. I mean, I'd be more, I don't know. I would have been like, if I were in position of Luckless, I would be telling my team, ban Morphling, but they banned it for him. So at this point, like, I'm not really sure what else they would get. Like, such a weird draft. Ooh, wow.
Okay, so it will more than likely be just a straight offlane Slardar or a 2-1-2. That's kind of the way that I look at it right now.
I could even see a solo Ember, maybe. That would be really spicy.
I think that'd be kind of greedy. It depends on how LinksOfSausage would lane, and then if Luckless is able to cause enough trauma that Sausage doesn't rotate to deal with the Ember Spirit appropriately. If, again, you know, in theory, they lane it like that.
5 seconds remaining.
Huh.
Who's tinkering about?
That'd be LinksOfSausage, my friend.
Yeah, so they're going to have Tinker as a global presence to be able to try to pseudo deal with the Ember Spirit as a global presence. So that should be pretty exciting. It should be exciting. So we got a little bit of good luck, have fun going into Game 2 of the series, and Casual Sunstrike dropping. Try and see a little bit of those itemizations in the meantime. But without further ado, here we go into Game 2 of the Best of 2 series. LinksOfSausage versus Luckless Gaming. So I'll go ahead and read off LinksOfSausage. We've got Sausage Link on the Juggernaut, JP Rider on the Warlock, Voltus on Spirit Breaker, Jesus, Pislee 12 on the Shadow Demon. Did I just never like call him by that in the whole game? Maybe.
Guess not.
And we've got the Yankster Man on the Tinker again. So we've already got a little bit going on in the bottom. If you want to read us off LG quick, starting from the Slar.
Got Asombroso on the Slardar, Stairs on the Invoker. We have, what is that guy's name? Nakimov on the Lion.
Yeah.
Herpa Durka manning the Oracle. And finally, all the way up north, we got, can't read, Voltus on the Spirit Breaker.
No, he's on the other team. No fun allowed.
Oh, my bad.
Don't forget about no fun allowed. He was the
bad.
Drow Ranger last game. And guess what?
Course.
No fun is allowed.
It's allowed. Jeez.
Alright, so Tinker and Ember Spirit both claiming the runes appropriately. A little bit of a skirmish in the top lane with Spirit Breaker and Ember, but nothing really going to amount from that.
What kind of build do you think we'll see from the safe lane Ember here? An early Battle Fury or some sort of, I don't know, because usually when you go mid you get the Bottle, Boots of Travel, Aquila, that kind of thing.
Oh my god. It is another tri-lane. It's another tri-lane. I knew it. I knew it. Well,
Yeah,
we've got
good call.
Nakimov, Herpadurka, and Asom rocking a tri-lane against the Sausage Link Juggernaut.
Wow. This is aggressive.
Well, they're going to be able to zone out Sausage Link, and
Yeah, look at this.
Shadow
Save it
Demon
to
has
range.
gone unskilled so far, so he might be looking to save someone if he needs to, or Shadow Poison spam out. He'll probably commit to something at level 2. But LOS, you know, Los going for a 2-1-2 in this game. I think we're going to have a lot of action on the mid lane here with this Tinker and Invoker lineup. And Stairs is pressuring Youngster a lot with this Forge Spirit. And this is all free damage that he's getting. Tinker's pulled a lot of regen. He'll have his bottle on the way at a relatively short amount of time. And Ember Spirit's getting zoned.
Yeah.
But
So
he's
those
still getting last hits. That's the
It's
thing.
a Shadow Word. Yeah. He's doing okay.
Back on the mid, we've got a rotation on Youngster. Nakamov's come in with the Impale. Stairs is trying to get the follow-up there. He doesn't have mana for a Sunstrike even if he had it. And Youngster is going to be able to salve up, bottle up, and he'll be A-okay. He can plant a tree and eat it up. GG Ross. You know, he'll be able to be A-okay. He's going to force out some regen on Stairs, though.
Let's see. Yep. Line's pretty much the same so far.
Yeah, back in the bottom lane, Asom is zoning out Sausage Link a little bit. And he's going to be able to farm this lane much easier than for Sausage Link because he's a strength hero. He's going to have more durability as a whole. Juggernaut may have more damage later on, but the sustain he's going to have is going to be really good for him. And with the Stout Shield and everything else, he's going to be able to punish him. More regeneration too. Oracle being able to heal him. His Pokemon escaped. Oh no. I hope it wasn't anything good.
Disaster.
It would be terrible.
Puppy fall.
Bum bum bum.
I like this aggressive try. It's working so far. I don't really see any counter to this. I mean, the Shadow Demon's going to have to spam at some point. Try to keep them back.
Well, they're not really pulling or trying to pull at all, and I don't think they'd be able to contest it anyway. But right now, that is a Nakama that's all by himself, and they're not doing anything to punish him. Shadow Demon should have opted for a disruption with a follow-up from Juggernaut coming in right behind, but Nakama able to get a stun out on both of them, and they're just going to kind of fall back to their lanes. Nakamov's rotating top. He's going to just try to go and help out No Fun Allowed, try and get him some more farm at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, solo, he's getting a lot of crucial early levels on the Ember, and he's doing decent. Well, it's not as great, but it's okay. At least he's getting some farm. But this Slardar is really having a great time. Look at that, 17-1, 3 minutes in.
Pretty good.
Very nicely done.
Is that what you would say? Pretty good.
I mean, compared to the rest of the game, I mean, the mid laners don't even have that much.
Spearbreaker doesn't have boots, but he's got Earnest Shadows. Nutty.
Look at this mid lane. Wow, is this Invoker gonna just rush? There's Midas? Is that what this is?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what that's going to be. If we're switching over to the net worth right now, he's kind of getting up there, but, you know, he's, yeah, he's going to go Midas Rush. Yeah, 100%. That is a Midas Rush. Sad days if you're an Invoker Coon. The Shadow Demon really isn't accomplishing much in the bottom lane right now, and Sausage Link is in a position to free farm here because his supports have rotated off for Asombro. And now I think some action is going to be switching to the top lane, or it's going to be dependent on how Herpadurka rotates. And right now, Herpadurka is actually in a pretty precarious spot if Sausage Link had like a phase boots or anything like that to be able to chase him down. Because he was off by himself. He had taken a few ticks of poison touch damage on him. I think he could have continued upward with more ticks of poison touch and then done a lot.
Right. Oh wow, this Juggernaut's only level 3.
Oh yeah, he's not having a fun day. Oh well, we missed first blood.
Wow.
I'm terrible. Report caster.
Report.
T2 T2.
Wow.
I think that was just more of an unexpected kill than anything.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely great for this Ember. Really nice rotation, I think, from the Lion. He recognizes the bottom lane is all but one at this point, and the Ember now has a kill to his name. He's keeping up very well in the farm. And we should see a lot of action from him. So it looks like he's going to go for that Aquila. Possibly going to save these boots to speed for the TP boots, I'm guessing, maybe? A little bit of push.
Boots of Travel Rush is pretty good on Ember Spirit. I don't think he's going to go a phase drum sort of direction. That's pretty OG at this point.
Yeah.
And I think he can kind of try to afford to be greedy since they're going to have a tanker on the enemy team anyway. But Nakamov, pretty aggressive positioning. Looked like he was maybe going to try for an Earth Spike, but thinking differently in the end. And a lot of little skirmishes happening across the map. Sausage Link may have a little bit of a problem with Asombro, but it looks like the attention might be turning back to the mid lane. Lots of pings coming out. Are they going to look for something here? I don't think they see all these rotations.
Oh, but look at this haste on the Slardar.
Yeah, we've got some dire rotations coming in with the smoke. Asom also coming in as well. Youngster is now in a terrible position. He's going to get stunned out. JP Rider's going to try and throw out the damage on Asom instead of the heal. Then there's another Fatal Bonds proc as well. They're going to be able to continue the pursuit. There's the stun. Asombro's taking a couple ticks of damage from the tower. And with the Shadow Word, he is going to go down, so they will get a trade in the end. And whoa, in the top lane, No Fun Allowed actually taking out the Spirit Breaker.
Gotta respect that Ember Spirit, man. With level 3 Flame Guard, level 2 Searing Chains, he's going to do a lot of damage very, very quickly. And if you're anywhere but full HP, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and that's now a level 7 Ember Spirit.
That's what I was saying about those crucial early levels. One of the best parts about a mid Ember Spirit is that it gets levels very, very quickly. And keeping that Lion out of the lane, down bottom, ensuring that lane actually helped the Ember Spirit achieve greater heights than he would if the Lion had been there. And it might have actually granted him that kill on the Spirit Breaker.
So Slardar is the top last hit on the map for Dire. Juggernaut now down to 24. Huge lead for Slardar as a whole. Skimming over to net worth. We're looking at almost 3K to 2K. 800 difference, really. And that's going to be a big deal since they're trying to go toe-to-toe in the lane. And Juggernaut already looking at a level disparity, and that farm disparity is going to be even a bigger problem for them. More action coming out on top, though. Nakamov coming in with the Hex. No Fun Allowed. It's going to be in range of the Ceiling Change with that Hex. And now JP Rider, he may go down. He's going to take a couple more right clicks. The Flame Guard doing so much for him. He's diving. He has the Spirit to come back. He will jump back. Nakamov, though, he's going to take a couple ticks to the tower, too. The Fatal Bonds is doing a lot. He's at 8 HP. No Fun Allowed, just needs to get hit once, and he's going to die! Herpadurka actually kills Nakamov! Because he cast Purifying Flames on Ember Spirit, the damage transferred over because of the Fatal Bonds. Oh my god, Herpadurka killed Yakimov. Betrayed! Betrayed!
Unbelievable. And the crazy part of that was the Warlock actually lived at like 7 HP. Unbelievable.
Betrayed.
You should have seen his walk going
He
down
probably
the lane.
didn't even think about it. Yeah. He was just like, alright, I'm going to heal this guy. But the damage carries over. Oh. Okay, well, Asom has an amplified damage out on Sausage Link, and he might be able to try and pressure him out a little bit here in the bottom. 1,500 gold at him on this point. He's probably going to opt straight into the Blink Dagger, have that quick initiation prospect to him, and then just be a little bit of a havoc across the map. But, Yakimov and Herpadurka smoked up his 2 in the bottom lane. They're going to try and get Sausage. They really want that sausage. They may look to dive the tower here. I think they're looking for it. Nakamov,
I think they
he wants
get this
it.
killed pretty easily.
They want it. I know they want it. Oh, here he comes. He's going out with the sprint. Hex is there. He's going to get the stun.
Crush.
And there with
The
stun follow-up, Sunstrike as well. Invoker's going to get the last hit in the end. And across the map, we see a Spirit Breaker, and he's angry. He's an angry Spirit Breaker. An angry Spirit Breaker with not full HP. With a Tinker that's rotating in, and Asom's going to get healed up. Pulse is hit with the Invis, and they're going to disengage.
Wow.
Youngster doesn't have any points in rearm at level 8. And Voltus is now going to go down. Yeah. They're dead. All of them are dead. Everybody dead.
Wow. That was,
Well,
really
Paslee's going to fall
honestly.
too to the Ember Spirit as well. It's a bloodbath at this point. Asom might be looking for more murder at this point. Youngster is there. Oh, he's just going to pop.
Wow, that was
a quick trade.
There.
Well, hey. That
the
level
Tinker
8 Tinker
actually...
with no points in his firearm. His rearm, oh boy. He's going to have to walk right back to the base.
Now that you point that out, that's pretty weird.
This is not an ideal way to play Tinker. If you're going to get items like Soul Ring that give you that flex of being able to be rearmed and manipulated, you got to have rearm. This is an extremely greedy build to have because he's relying exclusively on getting kills, which he hasn't attained in the game because he's 1-1-0 at 10 minutes. He doesn't have his Boots of Travel. He's pretty far behind at this point, and he's not able to get the worth out of the rearm I mean, at level 9, let's assume that he's going to have his rearm, but then even still, he's not going to have his march. He's not going to be able to farm it all with that. So Tinker is going to continue to be behind for a bit. And
Yeah, he
a
tried
lot of
to-
it's his itemization and his skill build.
Yep, he tried to get some kills in lane. It didn't work out. He got the Invoker down a lot, but never was able to actually finish the job. And the Invoker actually got that Sunstrike kill as well, so getting a little bit farther in the lane as well, ahead of the Tinker. It's a rough lane for Tinker, I think.
Yeah.
Sure.
It looks like JP Ryder's kind of lost. He's just kind of wandering around a bit, and I can understand that because Warlock isn't really a good role 5 support. Uh-oh, Nakamov found him in the jungle. He's got the Hex out. They're going to follow up the Purifying Flame. The stun is there, too. He can Finger of Death if he wants to. The Sunstrike will follow. Oh, the Disruption save in the end. But it's not going to be enough. There's the Crush to finish him off.
Yeah, that level 4 Crush doing
Fortune's
so much
End.
damage. Immediately just smashing any hope. Survival.
Well, it's that physical damage, man. That's really what's happening here. And that's just
Yeah.
going to kind of murder him out there. The offlaner having the most CS in the game is definitely not ideal.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh, wait, no. Ember Spirit's overtaken him at this point.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, but he had that that lead for so long. Did really great things, keeping
Middle tower is under
keeping LOS from recouping any of the losses, and you're seeing it here in the results.
Yeah, alright. Well, Asom now has the Blink Dagger. He's looking for blood. Nakamov is kind of in position, too. They might be able to look to dive this tower. Juggernaut and the Shadow Demon, both kind of already dead. But the Tinker has his Boots of Travel now, so maybe they can kind of keep the pressure off the lane. He's procced off his Regen Rune. He's going to maybe spam with it. Nope, Regen Rune wasted. Awesome. Uh-oh. Asom is going to be able to get the amplified damage off. The stun is going to be off the mark. Disruption will land. Crush is going to be able to hit. And they're going to come in with the Fortune's End. Nope. Immediately into the ultimate. Oh, Nakamov gets saved by Sausage Link after trying the initiation in there. That Burning Flame is going, but nope, Nakamov will fall. They're going to go even deeper on Sausage Link. The Crush will be there. He's going to go down too. Pings are coming out as everywhere. Asom just kind of going a ham and a half. Yeah, the Tinker is just...
He was so out of position there. I mean, you're up against a Slaughter, an Invoker, a Lion. If you're out of position in any way against the farmed versions of those heroes, you're just so much trouble. I mean, Sunstrike, Impale, just taking him out immediately, not able to do anything.
So Ember Spirit did opt for the Boost of Travel Rush, which has been paying off for him at this point. He has his Perseverance finished as well. Not going to be too long for him to have that Battle Fury finished for him as well. I used that like 6 times. 2. Also, other. Insert other words here.
Gotta pull out that thesaurus while you're casting.
Hey man, sometimes I take it too far and then I only pull out the big words and then I don't ever revert to the small words that make more sense sometimes.
Positively.
Oh, indubitably, quite so. Chip chap in the hither. Uh-oh. Pisley has been found by Nakamov. He's going to be able to follow up with the stun. He has the Hex also. Sausage Link is going to try and come in here. Sunstrike just a little bit off the mark, and now Tinker has found his rhythm. He's come in with the missile, but it doesn't kill anybody. The charge is going to hit on Nakamov. He's at 13 HP. And we got to pause. Remember, Spirit.
Yeah, the Oracle.
Oracle has
unfortunately
disconnected.
in the middle of that fight. False Promise still down. Bit of a rough fight for them there. Slaughter does have his blink. I guess maybe these gloves, maybe he's looking for an armlet or something.
I don't
I think
know.
they'll be able to turn this. Well,
Oracle
maybe
has
they
his...
won't.
I think Oracle's going to die. I
Yeah,
think Lion's
Oracle's
going to die.
trouble.
I think Asom will be able to turn, but then it comes down to whether or not his team's going to be able to follow up. And then we're coming out on like an Invoker being able to rotate, which will not happen. And then,
Right.
Ember Spirit just went mid. Granted, he could bottom, but I don't think there's going to be a kill potential for him there. Like, Spirit Breaker, relatively strong at this point. Juggernaut as well, although no Omni Slash, still a big threat. And there goes the Lion. Ultimate is not going to be there. Asom tries to do something, and Volta is going to go in on him, and yep, they fall. All 3 of them. Sad days.
Wow. Nice kill, a nice fight for the Sausage, and all of a sudden, looking a little on the weak side, but keep in mind, both the Ember Spirit and the Evoker not present in the fight, not able to do the controlling things that they can. Just a little bit of overextension from the Slaughter.
Yeah,
and
but
the
this is
supports.
doing big things for Team LinksOfSausage.
Yeah.
Because
The Warlock.
The fight recap has them at almost 1,800 gold, plus in their favor with another 2,100 experience. But if we're looking at this part, the map dominance, the towers that are gone, like those are the things that is going to matter here. And now no fun allowed, going ham and a half on Youngster and then just flipping away because Tinker can't do anything about it. Now we've got Invoker with Boots of Travel too. So they've got Invoker and Ember Spirit, both with bots that'll be able to do something against this Tinker.
Yep, and another great thing about that fight for Sausage is that Warlock finally has his level 6. He's been going without it this entire game. So at the next fight, he should be able to do some serious damage. Finally.
There might be a fight potential about to break out. Ember Spirit's coming down here. They have seen the Spirit Breaker. The Sunstrike is there, but it's not going to hit. Voltus is going to try and go in and do a little bit more damage. Is he actually going to be able to get away? Oh, no, he's not. Purifying Flames is going to find his heart. He is going to die. They're going to be able to secure this bottom tower. A-okay. They've got forward vision dropped as well behind the tower and in the jungle. So they've got all of the vision they could ever need to know that this is a safe fight for them to take. This is an easy tower. This is free money.
Yeah. Those BOTs, very nice there from the Ember. He gets down there immediately to help to fight the team after the tower goes down. They actually could probably push even farther if they wanted to here. They're very strong. They have great initiations, low cooldowns, not relying on any big ultis.
Yeah, Asom with the Gloves of Haste, insinuating he's going to be going for an armlet as the next item, so that's only going to make him more durable going into these fights. And Sausage Link going for the Battle Fury Rush, same as Ember Spirit, but we know how that's turning out comparatively because Ember Spirit's already in a different level. And oh, another smoke. They're going to be able to find Sausage Link. The Pinks of Fawn. They're in S3. They're going to be able to follow up with the Crush. There's a Purifying Flame. The Finger of Death as well. Sunstrike just to boot, and they're dead. All dead. Nothing they're able to do in that situation.
That's that burst, and solo kill on the Ember for the Ember.
Meanwhile, up top, yeah, we've got a quick fight recap. 477 gold swing, no fun allowed. Just getting a little bit of the murder in, and he's going to have this Battle Fury and another 300 gold.
Yeah, very nice job from him. He did great in lane, has been really relevant the whole game. Been pushing lanes, keeping the Sausages on their toes. Top of the net worth. Now he joins his team for a fight mid, it looks like.
Yeah, LG are continuing to apply pressure in the mid lane. Slardar very split off, so he's able to not get hit with poison if he wants to be able to blink and initiate here. But that's a free tower for them, and LG can probably just continue to assert their dominance, get up that vision, and take the bottom tower now. There's nothing that Los can do. They're relying around fighting around these ultimates. However, they're being reactive, and that's allowing LG to just walk all over them. Because they are not trying to force fights with Warlock ult, with Jug ult, and then have the Tinker, approach the fight serendipitously from there, they're not going to be able to get the upper hand because they're being reactive to the movements of LG.
I don't think this whole series we've seen Sausages do a... Well, no, we have, but they haven't done it as often as I think we'd like them to do. A full 5-man smoke. I think I remember one from the last game where they smoked from their base and tried to go contest Roche, but it just ended in a disaster. I think more pressure, more aggressive moves from them with the ultimates online could have really helped them this game and the previous.
Regardless, we need to see a fight coming out from the Sausages, and they've smoked up his 2, so maybe this is the time. Pusley is on the offense. He'll be able to catch someone with Disruption if he wants to. J-Rider is following up as well. He has the Chaotic Offering. This could be a good fight potential for them here. Herpa has been hexed out. They have done the Demonic Purge, but oh no, they're all clumped up. There's 3 of them in very close proximity to another, and Ember Spirit has his Battle Fury finish. He's coming in here with the Ember Spirit. Oh, geez. Asom able to follow up, and that's going to be 2 down. And no one for LG actually falling in the fight, and we still have a Warlock Golem. Unused, ready to be used, ready for the murder. He wants to be summoned. Hail Satan, and so forth. I don't know.
I think at this point, Sausages can't worry about saving any abilities. I think they just have to go all in on what they can get because, I mean, if they miss, it's a really big penalty, and they just got penalized so much. Now they're just going to go straight into the Roche pit with that amplified damage. Roche is going to go down so fast. They're going to have another big push on the hand. So now with Aegis. Right, so
if you're taking a look at Warlock's gold, he's at almost 1,500, and he's sitting on this Gloves of Haste. He's getting Midas. He's going to get like a 20-something minute Midas. And he's going to then rely on that for keeping himself in the game.
I don't think there's going to be a game for him to keep himself in.
it's going to be so delayed at this point that I don't know
Yeah.
if it's going to be able to, like, his team is going to need to pull out some magic to be able to keep LG from continuing to apply pressure here. Because Tinker right now, he just finished his Blink Dagger. Maybe he'll be able to do something with that in the tree line, being able to split push out the lanes. But it's kind of unrealistic at the same time. They have so many things to deal with, someone hiding in the trees.
Yeah, Tinker
Multiple blinks. They've
Yeah.
got stuns, silences. They've got Ember Spirit with his ability to just break down trees with Remnant bursting around. He'll be able to maybe catch him with a Slight as well. So lots of things that he can do. Another crush. They caught Youngster out of position again. He's going to be able to get Yulesed up, and Steris is just going to be able to pop him with the Sunstrike.
Perfect timing. Very nice job. Probably just take another tier 2 off this, I think. Nice grouping,
man.
nice picking off that Tinker there. He's really only the saving grace for the team at this point. The Juggernaut still about 400 gold away from his Battle Fury.
Radiant's top tower.
Not much you can say. LG is pretty far ahead at this point.
Oh, absolutely, and they're continuing to apply pressure, and they're rotating around accordingly. They've got this Aegis still up on the Invoker. He has a very high-level Exhort, so he's going to be putting out a ton of damage in these team fights.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, excuse me.
Radiant's top tower.
And he's got the Aegis as well. Yules got 2,000 gold in the bank. Not really sure what next item he'll be looking for, but whatever it is, Sausages won't be happy.
Well, we're getting caught up on Sausages here. Sausage Link doesn't even have his Battle Fury. He has the money for it now. He'll finish it. But think about the amount of time that he's been farming to try and get this Battle Fury online. He's been looking at bad fights with not the strongest initiation in it. And it really comes down to the way that they're going to posture going into it. They need something consistent with the Warlock ult. They need the Spirit Breaker follow-up. They need Tinker to have multiple marches down, and like, there's so many factors that they have to have it go in his favor.
Yep.
And now they're going to try and go on Asom that's stuck in the tree line, and Stairs is actually going to get a hit out as well. The disruption is actually bad. That should not have been cast. The Deafening Blast setup was easy for him. And we finally have a Golem! It's going to be able to go out on 2. We've got the Chaotic Offering out there, though. Are they going to be able to finish off on Nakamov? No, they're not. And the Invoker walking away with 20 HP.
Beautiful.
He's just going to be able to walk away. It's okay. One-on-one trade. They're not going to be able to follow up on there. Sausage Link trying to continue the pursuit. Youngster blinking forward very aggressively on Herpaderka, but he has no catch. There's no real reason for him to be doing this here. And so many things about this Tinker play can be improved here. And now with No Fun Allowed jumping in very deep on them, I could see this being a huge kill for him. And he's able to just get one quick poke and fly away.
Wow, very nice job from the Ember there. It looks like it's kind of lost for LG. You know, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but...
Oh no, JP Ryder! Oh, 18 HP.
Wow, barely just dodges.
Oh, I mean, my god, that was so scary.
Almost dies.
So something I wanted to point out on this Tinker, he is level 13, he has 2 points in his rearm. This is generally bad to do because he doesn't have the mana pool to be able to properly support it. Usually you're going to level up your rearm commensurate directly with the amount of mana pool that you have available. So you're going to want to be looking at getting your second point in rearm when you're going to have a mana pool of at least 1,000 inside. Now, I'm not a Tinker specialist to be able to number crunch the true, mana pool potential if you're factoring in the rearms versus the soul rings and the bottle usage for how many lasers you can really do, because there are some very deep calculations into Tinker for things of that nature. I'm talking about a pragmatic approach. He's not going to be able to support everything, because, look, he Boots of Travel's in for 75 mana, he procs his soul ring, he's going to drop 350 mana out on a laser rocket, then he has to do 200 again on a rearm with a follow-up of a soul ring. He could be looking at 100 mana versus 200 mana difference. And yes, the time for rearming is halved between the levels, but he's not able to do enough with the amount of mana that he has right now for it to be as effective as just having the other point in March.
Absolutely. And just as you're saying he's got low mana, he actually picks up an energy booster, so he's actually kind of close to it now, but definitely interesting. I didn't know that about Tinker. I'll definitely keep it in mind if I play him. Yeah,
it's worth just keeping it not as leveled because you'll be able to do more, but it'll be slower. So that's the trade. That's the trade. More but slower. So if it needs to come out faster, maybe you should consider it. But Aegis is actually going to go down right now on Invoker, so this would be the time for them to go. But, oh god, Ember Spirit outplaying Juggernaut. I even missed that. I don't even know where that happened.
I think it was bottom lane. I think the Ember killed him while he was in the jungle
so
again.
Fast.
And then just poured it away.
Uh-oh. They just found the Shadow Demon. He just got popped. And now they're going to be able to just kind of pincer in on the top tower, and that's just going to fall.
And
Ember Spirit, Battle Fury, Chrysalis, finishing his Lincolns now.
Oh my goodness.
Ember Spirits is on another plane. He's at 15k net worth. Invoker right behind him at 11k net worth.
Yeah.
Juggernaut's only at an 8,500, so like the damage that they are outputting is ridiculous. From the Dire, Juggernaut just can't do anything to it right now.
Right, it's almost uncounterable. Like you have the Juggernaut who's been trying the whole game to farm, but has just died and hasn't been able to get that space that he's needed. Only has the Battle Fury, only 1,200 gold. You know, every time we check up on him, it's only like he's moved a little bit farther, and while the rest of the team of LG has just accelerated.
Pretty unfortunate for them, but you know how they say, no fun allowed. As Ember Spirit just kind of farms out the bottom lane. His basic crits are 525, so that's pretty scary. Throw out a sleight of fist of crits, and that could even be more detrimental for him. Well, Youngster, he's trying to be aggressive here. I don't know if he'll be able to do anything. He has his Aether Lens finished, and he's spamming out the missiles. He's hitting them all, but I think No Fun Allowed could easily just go in on him if he wants to be a little sneaky. Slaughter with a pretty aggressive press, but not going to do anything. And now Ember Spirit going to the top lane, pressing that out now. So Juggernaut, again, forced to retreat, forced to farm out elsewhere. And they have such aggressive vision that LG could just continue to just farm this Juggernaut as if he were a creep.
Yep, and the final outer tower falls for the Dire. Oh, I think they just saw that.
They just smoked under vision, for sure. So they know about Herpadirk and Stairs coming top, and they'll be able to respond early enough on that. So Sausage Link will be able to just walk away from there. So much action coming out from these guys here. And I'm just hoping that this Tinker can be able to pull it out. He needs to rotate back right now. This is so scary. It's easy to kind of pinpoint the epicenter of a Tinker. Oh, but he misblinked, so he'll be able to get away. These are very, very dangerous blink locations this Tinker's going to before he uses his boots of travel to get away.
Yeah, he's risking death.
Very often. And while Dire has these aggressive Tinker wards, if you can see that one that's placed up on like the super high ground, that's weird, that's almost hard to click on.
Yeah.
Like that shows Tinker. It's basically just to show people jumping around in the tree line.
Yeah, it's good because you know, they'll probably, I'm sure they'll be able to manage to find him at some point.
You know, and they're defending high ground. The tier 3s have not been touched. Alright, that's a lie. They've been touched a little bit. You know, the top one's been touched a little bit. Just a little bit. But the rest of them, though, they're just kind of going on it.
Ember's got his spirit run away.
Alright, I don't know if Original Youngster's going to be able to do this here. Oh, they smoked up S5 in mid. Are they just going to run right up into the Invoker? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Glimmer Cape is going to come out from Herpadirk on him. Nakamov's going to jump in on the back. The stun's going to go off on 2. We've got a crush off on 3. Here comes the meatball. That's going to be on 4. We've got the Warlock Golem dropped. Asom Bravo going to get saved by Herpadirk for just a moment. Ember Spear coming out with a huge sleight of fist. Herpadirk taking more right clicks. Volts is out with a charge. We've got the crush back on Sausage Links. And Ember Spear getting off a big sleight. And Stairs just throwing out a congratulatory deafening blast as they finish off the rest of the team. Asom, he's going to be able to slowly walk back to the base and heal up, and they're going to be able to apply more pressure up here. Voltiv buying back, as is Warlock. Warlock one, a little bit questionable. I don't really think he needed to, but they defended high ground.
Yeah, that was an interesting fight there. They lose a lot of heroes. They have to buy back a lot. kind of broken up. You thought the Tinker might be able to do it, get enough damage in there, but eventually the turn was just too strong. The Ember was really never touched in that fight. That Link is so strong on that hero, and he's so far ahead. He's got, he's never died this game. He's on a godlike streak now.
Yeah, that's a scary, scary Ember Spirit. So I'm gonna hit F5 right now, and I'm gonna show everybody his items just to give a quick recap of where everyone's standing at. So Spirit Breaker still only has the urn. He got that at like 6 minutes into the game, so he's been sitting on that all game. Tinker at this point, we already knew about his whole kit. Shadow Demon's still sitting pretty poor, and Warlock, having picked up the Midas, he's got around like 1,200 gold right now, so he'll maybe start building pieces of that Ags, but he just bought back, so he's gonna be sitting even further behind. Ember Spirit's now picked up a Daedalus, so that's going to be his bigger pickup of all items that he has. Slardar very close to his BKB, so that's another thing that we're going to want to look at coming out soon. And Roshan finally going the way of LG. So rest of the items are pretty nondescript, but LG are in a really scary spot. This net worth, they're again over 20k ahead. We saw the same thing happen in the last game, this very systematic approach where they just slowly took out all the vision, and then they take their time before they siege the tier 3 towers in the high ground.
Yep. Basically the same thing. They've taken the Roche, they put it on the Ember actually, so I don't know how they're going to kill this Ember. He's so strong. He's got that magic defense in his E. He's got like a ridiculous amount of defense from the Lincoln Sphere. And his team's really good at saving. He's got the Oracle False Promise. I don't know how they're gonna kill him. They're gonna have to kill off everybody and then kill the Ember, and that's defeat on its own.
Yeah, well, we've got group up as 4 at bottom. Ember Spirit's in the top lane. Juggernaut kind of running around trying to get any farm that he can at this point. He's got a vitality booster, interestingly enough. So maybe he's considering that he should have gotten a Vanguard into an Abyssal the whole damn game. Maybe that could have helped him actually be able to survive the early game. But, hindsight is always 20/20. Ember Spirit's still pressing the top lane, and with 4 on the bottom, I think they're going to be able to kill both these lanes, actually. Ember Spirit doesn't even care about Juggernaut. He's just like, yo, what's up?
Yep.
Once Youngster gets us Ags, we could see this being a much harder game for LG to press the high ground because of the rocket spam, keeping both the Lion and the Oracle at bay for a while. And then also just the mischance. Uh-oh, Pulsey just gets popped immediately by stairs, and oh no, they're badly positioned. The Finger's going to be able to come out and the Impale out on 2 as well, and Vultus just goes into his death. Youngster's been stunned out also. Ryder's going to fall. The triple buyback now coming out of the Radiant. Doesn't even matter. We've got Juggle going ham, but he doesn't get anyone. He actually needs to retreat now. Asom getting healed up by Herpidurker. Herpidurker getting stunned too. And we've got another Crush coming out. We've got a Rampage. Double Godlike on him. Asom going to continue to try and heal himself up. Sleight of Fist coming out on the creeps. No fun allowed. Definitely showing them how much fun is allowed in this game. And Asom, again, doing great initiations. These stuns have been absolutely phenomenal, and Herpidurk have been able to keep him alive very consistently in these fights. And this mid tower is going to go down. Ho ho ho! There's the crush. Pisslee going to get 2-shot after that. Amplified damage dropped out on him, and there go the mid racks at this point.
Yeah, this game's looking pretty, pardon the pun, but dire for the Sausages. They're staring down a 24,000 net worth Ember Spirit. They've had to use triple buybacks in the backfight, a dieback on the Tinker, a dieback on the Shadow Demon.
And Voltus is just going to fall now. Yeah.
The Spirit Breaker yet again. The base is crumbling.
Invoker doing a celebratory Yules on himself.
Wow, a very nicely played series from LG, I have to say, and it's a good game. I think outdrafting in some ways, but also outplaying, keeping ahead most of the game.
And there's the GG.
Yep.
Luckless Gaming claiming their victory 2-0 in this best of 2 series. Congratulations to Luckless. It was a great 2-0 series. Great games in general. Fun to watch. Fun to cast. Thanks again to my co-caster, jackcalz.
Yep. Happy to be here.
Or jackcalz. Do check him out. You can find him on his Twitch streams of jackcalz. And at Twitter, you can see him at jackcalz. If you enjoyed the cast from my perspective, if you enjoyed the hype, or if you enjoyed the hibber-jabber nonsense, or maybe even the analytical bits and pieces of how they can improve on themselves, do drop my channel a follow on Twitch or on Twitter. I do a lot of coaching, replay analysis, and things of the nature, so a lot of fun things to happen here. And thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to be trying to link up with another viewer of the stream and caster, and we should hopefully have another Best of 2 series from 2 other participants of the Requiem Autumn Dota 2 League coming out for you guys soon. So thanks again, and stay tuned.
Alright guys, it's been fun. Good luck on the next series, and have a great night.